A mindful journey. Once, in a small village surrounded by vast fields and towering mountains, there lived a young traveler named Kavi. Kavi had always dreamed of exploring the world beyond his village. One day, he decided to set out on a long journey to reach a distant city, said to be a place of great learning and wisdom. He packed his bag, said goodbye to his family, and began walking toward his goal with excitement and anticipation. However, as Kavi walked along the road, he began to feel anxious. The distance seemed endless, and the journey stretched far beyond what he had imagined. Every day, he hurried to cover as much ground as possible, thinking of the destination that awaited him. If I just keep walking faster, he thought, I'll reach the city soon, and I'll finally be able to rest and enjoy the rewards of my effort. Days turned into weeks, and Kavi's anxiety only grew. He was so focused on reaching the city that he began to miss the beauty around him, the gentle flow of the river he crossed each morning, the vibrant colors of the sunrise, the sound of birds singing in the trees, and the smell of fresh earth in the air. His thoughts were always consumed by the future, by the end of his journey, and by how much farther he still had to go. Every step felt like a race against time. One afternoon, as Kavi rested under the shade of a tree, a wandering monk appeared along the road. The monk, with his calm demeanor and peaceful presence, greeted Kavi with a gentle smile. Seeing the exhaustion on Kavi's face, the monk sat beside him and asked, "Why do you look so troubled, young traveler? Your journey is still far from its end." Kavi sighed deeply and replied, "I am so focused on reaching the city, but it feels like I will never get there. Every day, I am rushing, but the distance still seems endless. I'm afraid I'll never arrive, and I'm losing sight of why I started this journey in the first place." The monk smiled wisely. "I see. You are so concerned with the destination that you have forgotten to appreciate the journey itself. Life is much like a long road. If we only focus on the end, we miss the beauty and wisdom that each step along the way offers. Come, walk with me for a while, and I will show you what I mean." Curious but skeptical, Kavi agreed. He stood up, and the two of them began walking together. As they walked, the monk pointed out the small things that Kavi had overlooked in his haste. "Look at the flowers blooming on the side of the road," the monk said. "Notice how they are not in a rush to bloom, but they bloom at their own pace. And listen to the wind, it moves gently, yet it has been traveling across the world for a long time." Kavi looked around more carefully. He noticed the beauty of the wildflowers dancing in the breeze, the sound of the birds chirping above, and the distant sound of a waterfall hidden deep in the forest. As they walked, the monk also reminded him to pay attention to his breath, taking deep, mindful breaths with each step, feeling the connection to the earth beneath his feet. After some time, they reached a quiet meadow where they stopped to rest. The monk turned to Kavi and said, "Do you see now? You were so focused on the destination that you missed the moments in between. The journey itself has much to teach you if you are willing to listen. You don't need to rush to the end to find peace and joy. They are found right here, in each step, in each breath, in the present moment." Kavi sat down on the soft grass, feeling a sense of calm wash over him. He closed his eyes for a moment and took a deep breath. For the first time since he began his journey, he felt truly at peace. He realized that the rush to the city had taken him away from the very experiences he had hoped to find on his journey: beauty, peace, and joy in the present. When the monk stood to leave, he placed his hand on Kavi's shoulder and said, "Remember, Kavi, life is not a race to the destination. It is a journey to be lived with presence and mindfulness. The path itself holds the lessons, the beauty, and the wisdom you seek. If you can learn to enjoy each moment, you will find that the destination will take care of itself." With a grateful heart, Kavi thanked the monk and continued on his journey. This time, he no longer rushed. He walked with a lighter step, savoring the beauty of the landscape, enjoying the companionship of the road, and appreciating the simple pleasures of each day. He realized that the journey itself was just as important as the destination, and that in the end, it was the journey that shaped him and brought him closer to the peace he had been searching for. Moral of the story: the journey is as important as the destination. When we focus only on the future, we miss the beauty and wisdom of the present moment. By being mindful of each step, each breath, and each experience, we can find peace and joy in the journey itself, rather than waiting for it to arrive at some distant point. The path we walk holds the lessons and gifts we seek, and if we embrace it fully, we will find that the destination will be just a natural continuation of the journey. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to give it a like, share it with others who might benefit, and subscribe to the channel for more valuable content like this. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.